Whale shark was a young fish who lived in the open ocean with his pod. He was the biggest fish in the world, but he was also the gentlest. He ate only plankton, tiny creatures that floated in the water. He never harmed anyone, and everyone respected him. Whale shark had a wish. He wanted to have a friend. He loved his pod, but he felt lonely sometimes. He wanted to have someone who could understand him, someone who could share his joys and sorrows, someone who could make him laugh and smile. He looked for a friend among the other fish, but he couldn't find anyone who matched him. Some fish were too small, some fish were too fast, some fish were too shy, some fish were too busy. He tried to talk to them, but they either ignored him, avoided him, or ran away from him. He felt sad and rejected. He decided to look for a friend among the other animals, but he couldn't find anyone who matched him either. Some animals were too scary, some animals were too noisy, some animals were too strange, some animals were too different. He tried to befriend them, but they either attacked him, annoyed him, confused him, or offended him. He felt angry and frustrated. He was about to give up hope when he saw something that caught his eye. It was a human, a creature that lived on land but also visited the ocean. He had seen humans before, but he had never talked to one. He was curious and intrigued. He swam closer to the human, who was wearing a mask, a tank, and a suit. The human was holding a camera and was taking pictures of the ocean life. Whale shark noticed that the human was alone, just like him. He wondered if the human was looking for a friend too. He decided to introduce himself to the human and show him his friendly nature. He swam next to the human and smiled at him. He hoped that the human would smile back and maybe even take a picture of him. The human was surprised and delighted to see the whale shark. He had always wanted to see one, but he had never been lucky enough. He smiled back at the whale shark and took a picture of him. He felt a connection with the whale shark and wanted to know more about him. He followed the whale shark and watched him swim gracefully in the water. He saw how the whale shark ate the plankton, how he communicated with his pod, how he avoided the dangers, how he enjoyed the beauty. He learned a lot from the whale shark and admired him for his strength and kindness. He also shared his own life with the whale shark and showed him his camera, his tank, his suit, and his boat. He explained to the whale shark how he lived on land, how he loved the ocean, how he cared for the environment, how he wanted to make a difference. He taught the whale shark a lot and appreciated him for his curiosity and gentleness. They spent a wonderful time together and became good friends. They laughed and smiled, they talked and listened, they played and explored. They understood each other, and they made each other happy. They realized that they had a lot in common, despite their differences. They realized that they had a lot to offer, despite their challenges. They realized that they had a lot to learn, despite their knowledge. They realized that they had a lot to love, despite their loneliness. They wished that they could stay together forever, but they knew that they had to part ways. They had different worlds, different lives, different destinies. They hugged each other and said goodbye. They thanked each other and said see you soon. They promised each other and said don't forget. They swam away from each other, but they kept each other in their hearts. They remembered their friendship, and they cherished their memories. They hoped for their future, and they dreamed of their reunion.